Thank you for joining our Product Lifecycle Management Compliance Best Practice Series webinar. I'm Melinda Soto, your hostess for today's presentation. Mihir Munsif, our customer guest speaker from Herbalife, will also be presenting. The discussion for today will cover introductions, Herbalife Overview, Herbalife's compliance validation vendor selection, their validation experience, lessons learned, compliance roadmap, followed by Q&A. Just a quick introduction of Mihir and myself. Mihir is the Principal Analyst for Agile Supply Chain Management at Herbalife. He has over 20 years of PLM and ERP experience in the medical device, consumer packaged goods, high-tech, pharmaceutical, and aerospace industries. I'm the PLM practice lead for USDM. I have over 17 years of PLM and ERP experience, starting off as an end user and now consulting with clients needing guidance with vendor selection, implementation, and compliance validation. And coincidentally, both Mihir and I were former Oracle Agile employees. USDM at a glance. USDM is focused exclusively on the life science domain. We're the market leader in providing IT, quality, and regulatory compliance professional service solutions. We're headquartered in Ventura, California. We've delivered successful projects with over 130 life science clients, and we are the preferred compliance partner for small, mid-tier, and large life science companies. Before we begin, let me quickly go over the webinar logistics. The content will be covered in 30 minutes, and we're happy to address questions following the webinar. You can pose questions during the webinar using the chat functionality. We suggest you turn off your pop-up blockers to avoid interruptions during the webinar. This webinar will be recorded and made available on our website. Finally, please share your comments on this webinar on LinkedIn. The overall goal of today's webinar is to learn from Herbalife's PLM compliance validation experience and lessons learned. With that said, let's begin. Good morning, Mihir. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Melinda. Good morning.
So tell us about what Herbalife does.
Well, Herbalife we are a global company with businesses in 70+ countries, and we are kind of publicly traded at New York Stock Exchange. We manufacture and distribute nutritional supplement to promote healthy lifestyle, and that falls under the category of energy, sports and fitness, nutritional supplement, personal care products, inner and outer kind of thing. And basically, our product falls under weight management, targeted nutrition, that kind of categories. We are basically headquartered here is in Los Angeles. I am in Los Angeles, California, and we have a manufacturing plant also here in LA, and our offices are worldwide.
Right. And can you describe briefly your PLM landscape?
Yeah, sure. We have been live with Oracle Agile for last few years now, and mainly we have Agile product collaboration as the foundation. As you all know, that's the main module which has all the different kind of changes and all the objects contained within that. And we are also using product quality management to track and all the quality-related processes. So we are live on both of them.
Right, and then PQM is like your QMS system, your quality management system.
Right, we are using PQM, right.
Okay, and what were the business challenges that Herbalife faced to prompt a validation for Agile?
Sure, what happens is that our industry, just like any other industry, like biotech or med device, we are under FDA guidelines. So we have to be compliant with CFR Part 11, Title 21 compliant, which basically deals with the FDA guidelines of electronic records and electronic signature in the U.S. So practically, we were kind of falls under the special branch of FDA where we have to have implement a control, including audit trail, system validation, electronic signature, documentation for software, and system, whatever system we use for our product has to be validated as per their guidelines. So that was the challenge, and that was the mandate that was given to me by the senior management.
Got it, got it. And what are the key initiatives for this validation?
Sure. Basically, all our product records and master data is residing in Agile and Oracle, like Agile by Oracle. So what our initiative was to make sure that Agile is fully validated, basically those two modules, PQM and PC, with computer system validation guidelines by FDA.
Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about your vendor selection. When did you decide you needed a PLM solution, and why?
Well, we had, as I said, we have implemented Agile for a while, and one of the reasons was that Herbalife wanted to make sure that all the master data is kept in one place so we can reduce the time to market and reduce the time to volume for our products, and we streamline the complex and the regulated business processes for ourselves. So that's when we embarked on the PLM implementation, and we made sure that all our raw material, bill of material, specification, formula, packaging, changes, revisions, and contract manufacturer, all that information resides in one place.
Right.
So that's what happened, and that's the reason why we went into PLM a few years back. Yeah.
Right, so all your data was in disparate systems, so Agile brought all that information into one central location.
Yes, that is correct.
Right. And could you describe the validation partner competitive review, your evaluation process?
Yeah, sure. Basically, what we did was we had contacted 3 very good companies in this space who knows the validation part of it. And like anybody else, we did our due diligence with all of them by giving them the proposal, the scope, etc. And what we did was we basically talked to the people who are actually going to implement and look for their Agile specific experience. They all had a good experience, mainly for ERP and all those things, but we were also looking for Agile needs, because Agile needs a specific kind of scripts, processes, roles, privileges, and all this other stuff. So that's what we were looking for. And we also kind of then, spoke to a lot of their references and their experience, and everybody was, by the way, great. And what we did was we based our criteria, again, based on the experience specific to Agile. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, we have you also being one of them, you know Agile is a kind of a different thing than just an enterprise system.
Right.
So that's what we were looking for specifically.